Hi everybody, welcome to Retroman's Malt World. I am of course Retroman, have my lovely assistant, the driver here. Today in our first full episode of the season, we are going to take a look at a fairly new malt beverage that's on the market, and I've gotten a few requests to do a review of, and that is Natty Daddy from Anheuser-Busch of all people. And it says lager brewed with natural light's all natural ingredients. I know I'm really looking forward to this. I'm sure the driver is here too. Little note here, don't let this stuff fool you. It's clearly labeled 8% alcohol by volume. That is not something to be messed with. This little 24-ounce can is the same thing as having about 3.2 regular Budweisers and probably over 4 Bud Lights. So if you're not up for the challenge, maybe you ought to stick with your Bud Light or something like that. So let's get right into it. Yeah, it's a can. It sounds like a can when you open it up. We'll pour a little bit just to see what it looks like. As I expected, it looks like beer. Pours a fairly decent head into a nice, clean, chilled glass. And I'm going to try it like out of the can, like I'm sure the vast majority of this is drank. Wow. I will tell you right now, this gives absolutely no indication that it's a higher gravity, higher alcohol beer. I mean,
no, it tastes like
it almost tastes like
beer.
A natural light or something like that. I should mention that this does meet my low cost, look at $1.29 at my local convenience store.
Okay.
That is not much for something like this, but wow. I mean, this is crisp. I see in the glass has a nice sets up, nice lacing. That's a term you don't normally hear in this class of beer, is lacing. So, wow. I mean, I will say it's ice cold. Pulled it out of my refrigerator. Let's look at it again. I'll say it again. Absolutely no hint. The taste, when you get into the 8% and higher, you don't expect a lot. And there certainly isn't a lot of hops in this.
no.
I mean, the hop note is virtually non-existent. And while I'm fairly confident that although they claim all natural ingredients, corn and other adjuncts are natural ingredients that went in here, however, I'm really not picking up a lot of a corn taste when I taste this. I mean, I don't know, maybe some corn, maybe some rice, something like that, but I'm just not picking it up where it just assaults and insults your palate. Wow, I'm pretty impressed.
Has a sweet taste.
It is a little bit sweet, which is probably because it has some sort of corn sugar or corn sweeteners that went in it to help boost the alcohol to 8%. 8% is pretty stout. Most normal yeasts won't even go that high. You've got to use a special yeast that's alcohol resistant to get to that. Wow. I mean, I could gun this thing down fairly quick. I'm not gonna right now, but I could go a little more in there.
Just up to my finger 12.
Okay. Wow. Well, I suppose I have to give this some sort of a recommendation, and I would highly recommend going out and giving this a try. As far as for what it is, this is like a 5 out of 5 for what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. Please don't email. Please don't tell me this doesn't compare to something from Stone or Rogue or Dogfish, and I know it doesn't.
No.
I mean, we've been over this before. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about beers that cost under 50 cents per serving. I mean, that's generally what we're talking about here, right in that neighborhood. Not something that you're going to go out and spend $10 on a six-pack. We are not talking about that. So, I'm very satisfied with this, and I'm going to give it my recommendation.
Yeah, I like it.
Wow, that's an even higher recommendation than mine. So, Natty Daddy, Natty Daddy, Anheuser-Busch, 8%, $1.29 for a 24 ouncer. Get it ice cold, give it a try, and yeah, you might like it too. So I'm gonna sign off now. Enjoy and cheers.